please hit the subscribe button, drop the like, and let us know which one was your best trade to be the best coach. As far as us,
OBT, only big time, man.
Let's get it.
Yeah, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy Usni. Welcome to the OBT show, only big time, man. As you know, I'm always with the only and the unique big timers.
Larry, baby. Please, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the video. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Today, we're going to talk about the 5 good traits of a coach, man. A good coach. So, let's move on straight. And, Us, what do you think is the first good trait of a good coach, man?
Man, for my number one spot, I'd say supportive, man.
Okay.
Because every good coach, you got to be supportive. At one point, you got to be supportive. And that's, we're talking about the big time coaches, But if you're starting, being supportive toward your player, toward your assistant coach, everybody in your team should be your fundamental.
Yep. And I definitely agree with you. It's important. Me as a player, I want to know that my coach support me. I want to know that my coach has, talk to me, communicate with me, ask me question about my health and everything that goes along. And communication also, it's the most important thing. As my coach talk to me, he support me in a way where we exchange more often, which brings us to the second point, which is communication.
No, for sure, communication is really important. But communication is really important. Being able to communicate to your player.
Oh, that's good.
The right way. Because sometimes you can have the right message, but give it to the wrong person.
That's true. That's true.
You can have the right message, give it to the wrong person. Even sometimes you can even have not the best message, but give it the right way, and
that's
so
true.
you gotta know your player, and we gotta make sure they actually understand how we I don't know how to say this because I don't want to confuse you guys, but you're gonna have to know your player so you know how the best way for them to receive the message.
The language.
The language you speak.
Yeah, you gotta understand that. I definitely think also that communicate, it's really important in a way where you gotta make your player also feel good when you communicate to one of them, and it's really valuable. As Ut say, I'm not gonna repeat what he said, but it's definitely one of the most important.
And then like you said, we're gonna move on, but me and Larry can be here, 2 person, 1 coach, give us the same message, but 2 different person, we can receive the message different way.
Different.
So you're gonna have to make sure the person that's in front of you receive the message differently than the other. Maybe some people like to receive the message in the music. Maybe some people. Everybody's different. So as a coach, being coach is a hard spot,
Yep.
But for our third point, I would say knowledge.
Man, tell them, man. Knowledge is really important,
man.
Knowledge is really important, and we're gonna even go deeper on that because I would talk about how it's important as a coach when you give information to your player. You gotta give specific information.
Say that one more time.
You gotta give specific information when you give information to your player. It's important to know as a game.
So I got a question.
Okay,
what you mean by specific information?
By specific information, right? Let's say as an example, we on the game right now, and I'm on the sideline. I'm the coach, and I see my center back, and I see my left back a little bit step ahead of the space. I'm trying to tell my left back to drop onto the space. As a coach, if you just say drop, okay, you're giving information, but is that specific though? What else can you say?
Because he can drop to the goalie line.
No, exactly. Let's be serious here. But the most specific thing I can say or I can tell him will be drop, go cover the space you left on the side. Or
don't expose your center back.
Don't expose your center back. Go cover the space because Richie can step a little bit. Give him more space to the center mid. You can be more specific there, and it's more important than just say drop, push, press. We gotta know all that.
Those are fancy, nice words in soccer, but they don't really mean nothing if you're not specific. What are you trying to say? Yeah. Which brings us to the 4th point: giving a specific information to your player. That will help the player develop. The development of the player is really important.
It is.
It is very important because outside the people like not the people that's in your team, but the outside people, like people like me that watch the game, we can give you credit if you come to the team and you leave and nobody improving. That's crazy.
Yep.
Think about this for a second. Zidane make Cristiano Ronaldo get to another level. We're talking about Ronaldo. He was already great, but they helped him get to another level. Zidane helped Benzema get to another level. Guardiola helped Messi get to another level. Xavi, Iniesta, another level. He came to City, same thing. Tuchel came to Man City. Chelsea. Take player to a whole nother level. Klopp came to Liverpool. Take the player to a whole nother level. So if you coach, Bielsa came to Marseille. He take them to a whole nother level.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So as a coach, the development of the player, that's how the outside they're gonna give you the credit.
Yep.
That's why guys like all the guys that I just said, Mourinho, Guardiola, Tuchel, right now, they really respect it in the game, because when they come into the team, everything they ask for, if the team can give to them, they will, because they have a credit behind them. So as a coach, the development of the player is really important, and that's what Larry said too. And
then exactly, and then he talked about respect. For this point, is so important because he brought respect over being liked. Coaches, it's important to be respected instead of being liked. You gotta be respected by everyone. I mean, by your player,
everyone and everywhere.
It's better to be respected than being liked. People do stuff just because they want to be liked. They want to be liked by the teammate. They want to be liked by the coach. So they follow everything. They do everything. It's important, but you gotta go respect over being liked. And as an example of imposing that respect is probably punish the guy that does a mistake. If you don't come to practice, you're late to practice. You gotta punish. You gotta implement some type of rule and punish that person in a good way. So he can learn. So he can improve.
Actually, I have an example for that.
So he can improve.
When Xavi came to Barcelona, he said, if you're 15 minutes early in practice, you're already late. I mean, if you're 15 minutes if you're not in practice, before practice, you're late. So, and Dembele, they had a fine for that.
That's why I was. Yep.
They had a fine for that. So at first they might hate you, but the step that you have to, like you said, respect over being liked. Man, even in life, everything in life,
Yep.
everywhere. If you somebody that everybody like, maybe not respecting. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing what you're actually supposed to do, because sometimes if you do something, somebody gonna get pissed.
Yep.
You can, if you're someone that liked by everybody, especially as a coach, something is wrong. But guess what? At first, right now, Xavi is liked by everybody. But at first, some players didn't like his style.
Some players didn't like him. Some players didn't like him.
But you're gonna have to stand, like you said, your respect, not even being respect by player. Respect your own word. If you tell yourself, I'm doing this, I'm choosing this player, don't let the outside just come there and change your mind. So you're gonna have to respect your own self first too.
And another way to impose respect can be, I'm just gonna run real quick on that. Another way to impose respect is when you come as a coach, you have your strategy, you have your tactic, you keep the ball. There's no a player that's gonna come, it's like we cannot keep the ball. If keeping the ball is your strategy, it gotta be that. If the player don't follow it, bye-bye.
Don't let bye-bye, like you said. But for our last part, we have self-assessment.
Man, self-assessment, it's one of, that's actually the best. For me, that's the best.
You think so?
Because for me, that's the best. Because as a human, let's not forget that coaches are human beings.
Before they coach, they're human beings.
Before they coach, they're human beings. So we gotta understand that everybody goes through struggle,
and nobody's perfect.
You don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. But it's important to make the self-assessment so you can find out, or you can be like, okay, if I did this wrong this year, I can fix it next year. It didn't work perfectly. How can I fix it next year? How can I adjust? How can I balance?
Okay, we're talking about next year. It didn't work today. How can we fix this tomorrow?
Oh, that's actually better.
And then talking about the self-assessment, since you're human, you don't know everything. There is some coach that are super arrogant. They don't want to listen to nobody. You gotta make sure the guys around you, your staff, they see some stuff that you don't see.
That's
like you as a coach, sometimes you're too focused on the game, but this staff, they can see what's going on the bench. They can see stuff that you don't see. You're gonna have to be able to get a feedback, and sometimes it's not a positive feedback, but being able to get it.
Yep, that's it, guys. That's it. You guys have the 5 good traits for good.
And then do you have any tip for us?
I think it's also as a coach, a lot of teams, the team that you coach kind of reflect on you as a person.
As a person, your personality.
You know what I'm saying? So how do we know? How do we know that when we have an Italian coach in the Premier League, Usni, we can tell by how the team played that okay,
He's Italian.
he's Italian.
The coach is Italian.
Why that we say when you say Spanish team play, you like okay,
That's a Spanish.
that's a Spanish team. How? Because of the tiki taka, they keep the ball, the technique. When you say English, game in English, you can tell. You know what I'm saying? So coaches, not only from where you from, by your personality,
but
you
your player will
translate it
tell
to
us.
your game. The player will tell how the team is going.
Guys,
It's simple as that.
nah, it is.
It is simple as that.
Every single team Pep Guardiola went to, if you watch them play, you know the coach is
Same.
Guardiola.
You know the coach is Guardiola.
The kind of player they buy, you know that the coach is Guardiola.
You know the
But like,
coach is Guardiola.
he said, like, you know, let us know what you guys think. But here, before the video ends, remember, we have a support. The 5 good traits for a coach to be a good coach, we have a supportive, good communication, your knowledge of the game, and being able to give a specific point to the player, you know, which bring to the development of the player. It is very important. We can see Xavi in Barcelona. We have like Pedri, Gavi, all those little kids that we didn't know about 3 years ago. That now, that, you know, and then now we have self-assessment. So let us know what you guys think about this.
Please hit the subscribe button, drop the like, and let us know which one was your best trait to be the best coach. As far as us, OBT, only big time, man. Let's get it.